Thanks for visiting the patient and the weather today. I'm meteorologist Al Peterlin. I'd like to talk about the patient weather health risk for September 9th, 2025. Before we move into our graphics, we'll talk about the pollen risk, which of course is spreading across the southern half of the country, and we do have that air quality issue problem going on through the Pacific Northwest. Looking at our weather map first, we do have that lingering frontal system hanging about Florida, triggering some showers and thunder showers, especially there. There is a new front trying to work its way into the Dakotas, and as always, a little bit of low pressure trying to hang along the California coast. Looking at the pressure change map, high pressure, rising pressure will be a significant migraine risk and pain risk across the Dakotas to western Minnesota. And really, that is the most significant area of pressure change, as most of the other frontal systems are either just leaving the country or just starting to enter. We have another very interesting weather map for tomorrow, and that is the dew point temperature change map. You'll notice we have a lot of rising dew point temperatures from the central and northern Rockies up into the Pacific Northwest and covering portions of California. There is an especially very interesting area of wet dry down here in Southern California on the Nevada border, with a lot of moisture coming into the south and a very dry line moving on up. We do have one significant area of rising dew point temperatures from the toe of Louisiana up on the Mississippi itself up to Memphis. Looking at now the weather health risk map, or the POI, the availability of atmospheric oxygen, we have several areas of migraine risk. First, starting with that significant area of temperature dew point discontinuity here in Southern California, and then spottily across California into western Oregon, rather eastern Oregon and western Washington state. Up here in Idaho, a significant migraine risk, and then a spotty migraine risk up the high plains into the Rockies. We do have that risk of migraine we talked about earlier with the rising pressure in the Dakotas. And then down in the southeast, we have a migraine risk from the Florida Panhandle clear on across Georgia into South Carolina. And you'll notice there is a spotty migraine risk here in southern Florida. The most significant area of risk, of course, will be asthma and arthritis running from that toe of Louisiana back into the Oklahoma-Texas Panhandle, up across the middle Mississippi Valley and on into the Ohio Valley. All of this area with an asthma and arthritis risk. Thanks for visiting the patient and the weather. If you have comments, please do let us know. We'd also like to know if you prefer this map version of the weather briefing compared to just my reading of this area itself.